not the product-wise that you don't watch. You're not disgusted. You're just busy.
Say it one more time.
I said it's not the product that's turning you away that they're producing right now. It's just that you're busy.
Yeah, I'm really busy, and it's hard for me, to keep up with, my bodybuilding and, trying to get bigger and stuff like that, just for wrestling business, and and to keep up with the rest and food and being on the road, driving, hours on end and stuff like that. It's just hard for me to keep up with the wrestling on TV as is.
Right. Now you said it's hard to keep up, and I've got to ask you about the image. How important is the body image, and what extremes do you go? Are you in the gym 12 hours a day? I mean, to fit that WWE ideal of you've got to be 245 and muscles busting out of your toenails. I mean, are you inspiring to go there?
I'm looking to get about 225. Right now I'm probably pushing about 180, 80-ish or so. But I am looking forward to pushing about anywhere from 200 to 225. No more than 250. But I'll probably be, about to burst at 250. But I'm in the gym for like 2 hours a day. And that's doing cardio, heavy lifting, because I'm also a power lifter. So, and they're pushing hard and stuff like that, but still trying to keep my leanness. And I'm trying to get to that point, but I'm doing it the natural way. The only supplements I really take are protein and natural supplements. I don't take steroids or anything like that. I want to do it the hard way and bust my butt to make it. So.
Right. Now, do you think it's dangerous? You said you're doing it in a natural way, and that's great. But a lot of wrestlers, they see the image, and Vince doesn't take too many smaller guys, and obviously there's the ROHs and the TNAs out there, but the main focus of the business is the WWE, because they have a stranglehold right now. Do you think that it's a bad thing, that the image that they portray as a pro wrestler, or is that just a necessary evil to put guys over to make them, be larger than life?
It's a double-edged knife, because you got to look at it. His point of view is he wants the guys to be bigger than life itself. But, then also you got guys on there that are abusing steroids, which I don't know if any of y'all have seen Bigger, Faster, Stronger, which is very, you learn a lot from watching it.
Right.
And I've learned a lot from watching it myself. And steroids have good uses and bad uses, just like anything else in the world. And it is just when you abuse it is when you take it to that point, and that's when it starts to go bad. And a lot of these guys are getting to that. They say, I gotta get bigger and bigger for me to get that push, and then that's where it starts to really start to have bad effects, and you start to see a lot of these guys dying off younger, and the drug usage and everything like that just all adds in and just kills off faster for the guys.
Right. Now, not everybody has that massive look. I think there's a new wave of wrestling. It's the chain wrestling, and you see that the guys are doing spots like 2-3 moves at a time. Out of all the guys that you've wrestled on the indie scene, besides yourself, who do you see out there that's like that people should YouTube or keep an eye on, that just looking for his one break and he's gonna bust out?
There's a few guys out there. I know there is Phil Shatter. He actually had I think he's had a few tryouts with WWE and TNA. I'm not sure what happened with that, but right now I know he just recently got back from Bolivia, doing shows over there. But he is a really one to watch too. Really big guy too. Michael Judas is also another one too. Ryan O'Reilly is also. I think he actually had a contract. I don't know what happened with that, but
yeah.
a lot of the guys I wrestle with for NWA Anarchy or NWA Charlotte, they have, you know, a lot of potential, a lot of talent. And it just depends on what their drive is and what they want in the business. So,
right, and you've been picked up by a couple of these the NWAs. How did you go into getting on those shows?
It all started with NWA. What was it? NWA Anarchy. I was wrestling for another promotion, CWA. I know a lot of people have probably heard of that down here in Charleston because they had that big, huge story with the Samoa Joe deal, and it was all over the internet. But I was wrestling there, and I had Phil Shatter and a couple other guys come up there and talk to me about it, and then told me what I needed to do, and told me that I needed to come up to the show and introduce myself to Bill Behrens, and give him a package and stuff like that. And so I went up there and did all that, and next thing I know is like a week later he called or emailed me up and said, this is what we need from you. If you can do that, then we'll bring you on. Brought me on, and then NWA Charlotte, they've seen me from Anarchy, and they've seen me from CWA and a couple other shows, and they called me up and wanted to use me as one of their primary cruiserweight guys, and so that's how I got onto the NWA shows.
And you said you're trying to get into NWA National. Is that true? And if so, what's the difference?
The national brand is more like, let's see, the national brand is like kind of like a bigger stage, because like I think anyone can take their promotion and buy the NWA name and use it as like a push, but the national brand is like the major brand that's like above all the other ones, and it's got the most recognition. Because matter of fact, Phil Shatter, he's the NWA national champion right now. And so he's part of the national brand, and I think they fly him out to different parts of the U.S. to defend the belt and stuff like that.
Okay, that's definitely something to reach. Now, you say you're sending your stuff out to the various promotions. Do you think that that it will hinder you that you haven't seen any of the product or in a recent, or do you think it matters at all? It's
a little bit of both, I think. This is my main reason why. Another reason I probably don't try to watch it too much, because like a lot of guys that watch a lot of the stuff, they tend to steal moves from there and steal characters, the way they act, the way they move, and all that stuff like that. And that's another reason I try not to watch it so much too, is just so that I don't tend to have that, still that personality or that character that I like, or, like, wow, that looked really good. Which also can hurt me too. Just like any time that I find out that I'm going to wrestle a name or anything like that, I do my research. I find out, what moves they're doing now and what type of, what they're using out there, what the persona's like. And that way, if I find out that I'm, going to be working one of those guys, that I can, have a heads up, and that way I don't go in there clueless or looking stupid.
Right, definitely.
Now, Malachi, I was checking out your MySpace earlier.
Yeah.
Looking through some of your pictures and everything. Did the tattoo that you have on your back, was that done for your image? Because you kind of look like ladies' man. I haven't seen any of your footage, really. But was that tattoo on your back, part of for your image, or was that there before you started? It
was actually it was kind of it was thought up, but I never kind of followed through with it, and then I ended up just getting the tattoo, and the next thing you know, the tights and the whole image just kind of fall through with it after that.
Okay.
Right.
And I mean, you do modeling on the side, because I'm looking some of your pictures. You're in the park or something. Is that a side gig too or something?
No, I really haven't done any modeling. It's hard to get onto any type of modeling things down here in Charleston. I don't think there's a very huge modeling market down here.
So what do you do to, obviously, do the indies pay the bills, or you bartending? I heard